Hello, Skibidi fans. I hope you all are well after watching episode 72. Part 1 is insane and raised a lot of questions about what will happen in its second part. But of course, the most important question that remained with all of us after watching it is who will win in this battle between G-Man and ASTRO Toilet. That's a pretty complex and big question that could have several possible answers. However, I have come up with the most plausible and accurate theory that I am sure you will definitely like. After all, rather a close-to-the-truth scenario, which I will prove with the help of evidence in the form of details from past episodes and Boom's answers, which he gave out to YouTubers in large quantities before the release of episode 72. And the best part is that a lot of what I'm going to tell you today indirectly confirms my old theories that I've been telling you about for a while now, and some of them are already coming true, by the way. In addition, I will also tell you another interesting theory on another occasion, which concerns G-Man and his new improvements. Few people have noticed it, but his new energy shield upgrade actually gives us the answer to the question of what those slain titans were in the photo that the secret agent showed us in episode 66. And you might be asking, what do G-Man's enhancements and this photo have to do with anything? You'll find out soon enough. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and start in order. And first, of course, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Let's start with some interesting clues that will be necessary to understand my logical inferences. First of all, I want to tell you about one fact that I forgot to mention in the analysis. It is, of course, about the ore of this new ability in the form of a shield in G-Man. As I said, it's the same technology that Cameraman Titan has. But where did he get this technology from? I thought about this for a long time, and it turns out to be very simple and logical. Because as we know, Cameraman Titan's shield came from his right hand. Now let's remember episode 65, where he lost that very hand in the wake of the Skibidi toilet trap. Most likely, the scientist just took Cameraman Titan's hand and analyzed it. And that's why G-Man had the same technology as Cameraman Titan, by the way. This isn't the first time a scientist has stolen technology. Notice how many other Alliance parts other than Cameraman Titan's arm were in the lab, warehouse. And now that we remember that we have a logical question about the other technology of the improved G-Man, I'm of course talking about his core, as this is the first Skibidi toilet to Commander. This technology, both the core and the shield ability, he got in the wake of his last global upgrade, and that was from episode 67. I'll remind you of Boom's response to my question about G-Man's improvement, where he said that his powers are not fully developed yet. And here's what I'm getting at. We haven't been shown how much stronger G-Man has become, but even now, it's clear that this is undoubtedly his most powerful improvement yet. It's also worth mentioning that after episode 65, we saw Skibidi, the scientist, get a screen just like the TV men and also the Scout 2.0. Skibidi had a small screen as well. Don't you think it's strange that all this mass copying of Alliance technology happened right after episode 65, where the Titans suffered? You might say that it's just a coincidence, and the scientist had a book of TV men from where he got the knowledge to create screens like theirs. But it cannot be a coincidence, because in episode 66, the secret agent himself showed that the Titans are supposedly dead lying next to the G-Man and the scientist. And it's clear to everyone that he definitely didn't have the books of the TV men before episode 65, as we didn't see Skibidi toilets using hypnosis screens anywhere until episode 67, and now, given this fact, my old theory that it was the secret agent who gave the book of TV Man Titans to the scientist to free the Cameraman Titan and the Speaker Man Titan and not completely destroy them is confirmed. Med again, after all, we saw him having communication with the scientist, which means he was the one who went to such lengths to help this technological leap, Skibidi toilets, in return for saving the Titans, since he realized that otherwise the TV man, Titan, wouldn't have had time to kill the big scientist before the old Titans were gone. So since the scientist managed to copy and incorporate a lot of Cameraman, Speaker Man, and TV men technology into G-Man, It means he has improved a lot. And this is not the old G-Man we remembered, so don't underestimate him even with how strong. Astro Toilet is, in my opinion, G-Man has a good chance of at least surviving this fight, and even with a small chance of being able to give Astro Toilet, but that's not all. Now, let's try to tell you about another new ability of G-Man that will also help in the battle with Astro. We all know that he has a lot of lasers and he has shown their power many times, but we have never been shown how he shoots a cannonball. And now, if we look at this moment specifically, the very last seconds of Part 1 of Episode 72, we can see that in addition to the expansion on the sides, he also has the core extended. This can help the core to fire, like a laser, so that the impact is not scattered. The TV man. Titan has roughly the same technology, but the cameraman. Titan, as we remember, has this system working differently, so it shoots a scattered flame. We all know from Episode 67 what a core strike does to an enemy, especially if it's aimed at one point. Now, imagine if you have 6 powerful lasers on top of that. Obviously, Astro Toilet will be more difficult to dodge such a thing as he did in the 70 episode, because there are a lot of lasers, and plus G-Man is not much inferior to him in speed because of his powerful jetpack. Since we have a video about Part 72 episode, let's discuss one more detail about him because, as we remember, when I asked him where the Tetons went, Duke Boom said that we'll find out in Episode 73, which means that in Part 2 of 72 episodes, we should not expect them to appear. And this is bad news. First of all for G-Man, as they would most likely help kill the Astro Toilet. After all, he is an enemy of both the Skibidi Toilets and the Alliance, so the Titans could, in theory, forget about the feud for a while and help defeat a more dangerous common enemy. But that doesn't completely rule out the possibility of such a triple encounter between all the strongest races. And I admit that it could happen. But in the next episodes, because it is quite possible that 73 and 74 episodes will be direct sequels to 72 episodes, and if in Part 2 we should not expect death, it can happen in 74 episode, and after the death of the big Astro Toilet, G-Man will be able to run away again and try to finish the last scab scientist project that is in the containers to show again and bring back the former greatness of the Skibidi Toilets against the strong Astro Toilets and the Alliance. But again, these are just my theories and my reasoning. So some of what you heard today may not happen, but I'm sure a lot of things will probably turn out to be true, as more than once my old theories have come true, and this one may be one of them too. I plan to make a video soon and update my theory on what is in these containers, given the new information. Thanks for watching.